everyone. Shabbat shalom. Everyone take a deep, deep breath. Let's leave the traffic of Sepulveda on Sepulveda. And we know that there are more who are coming in who are stuck in that. But we are in this little Garden of Eden tonight, and how awesome it is to celebrate Shabbat together. My name is Rabbi Zach Shapiro, and I welcome you. I'm here with Cantor Lonnie Freilich and our song leader. A lot of you have not yet met him, Andrew Pascal, who is a student studying to be a cantor. He's extraordinary, and we're so lucky to have him on our staff this week. And again, we really welcome you. This is a special service which will be led by the most part by members of our 5th grade. And that way, Cantor and I can step back for a long part of the service as Andrew and our youth help lead us in music. We'll be using our prayer books. Cantor, do you want to talk about the music as a whole?
I would love to. So our 5th graders and Andrew will be leading us through most of our service, and we love to hear not just the voices of our youth, but the voices of our congregation. So we invite all of you to sing along with us. We're going to call up the page numbers, and we love to hear you sing as much as possible. So engage, move your body, sway to the music, sing to the music. We are excited to celebrate Shabbat with you. Shabbat Shalom.
I also want to point out that greeting you as you walked in is Chloe, who is in the 7th grade now already. Wow. And it's part of earning her Golden Chai Award. And what we ask our young people to do is greet people when they come in, because it's never fun to walk into a synagogue and feel like a stranger. And so, trust me, underneath that mask, she has this huge smile. And I bet you saw it in her eyes. So we're going to open with the singing of Hine Matov. It's in our prayer books on page 10. Page 10, everyone, singing of Hine Matov. Andrew, do you want the 5th graders to come up here to join me?
Yeah, I would love the 5th graders to come up and join me. Where are all my 5th graders at?
I'm sure you have a prayer book.
Page 10. You guys can stand right in front of me or right next to me.
Yeah, like right in front of you. Right there.
Right here.
Right there.
Let everyone see your faces. We're going to do the Rick Wrecked version. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. One more time. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 One more time. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. As we move forward into our candle blessings, 5th graders, you can actually stay up here because you guys are gonna stay up here for the song right after, the prayer right after. So we're gonna keep you guys up here as we light our candles and bring in Shabbat. guys want to turn around, my fifth graders, and look at our Shabbat candles.
It's on page 2, everyone.
I thought we were on page 10.
We can all close our eyes and bring in Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav letzivanu le'adlikner shel Shabbat.
Friends, continuing on page 5, we ask all who are able to rise for our Kiddush, for our Kiddush for Shabbat.
Okay, just checking.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'ratzon hinkilanu zikaron le'maaseh bereshit ihu yom tehilah le'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kibanu b'harta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim Shabbat kodshcha v'ahava u'ratzon yinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
L'chaim! With the exception of 5th grade, please be seated, everyone. We have the best kind of problem any synagogue should have. We have to bring in extra chairs. It is so wonderful to see Temple Akiba outdoors filled with so many of our younger families. It makes me want to cry, just how much we miss you. And so it's so appropriate that we sing a new song to God for this joyful occasion. Shiru l'Adonai Shir Chadash.
On page 7. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. One more time. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Shir chadash. Shir chadash. You can now turn to page 20 for Lachado D, and my 5th graders can go have a seat. Go join your families. Page 20, Lachado D.
That was
We are
fast.
going to do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. We're gonna do the Craig Toplin version. Feel free to dance and sing along. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekavera. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavera. La lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavera. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavera. Shamor bezachor bedibor echad, Ishmi anu elcha meichad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferach belitzi la lechadoti, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela, lechadoti, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela. Likrat Shabbat lehu benelcha, Kiki mekor haveracha, merosh mikedem nesucha. So ma'aseh b'macha Shabbat tehila la lechadoti, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela. Toreri, Kiva oret, Uri, Shir daveri, Kavod Adonai halayit, la hadoti, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela, lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela. Please rise and face the entrance. Boim b'shalom ateret hala, kam b'simcha u'betzola, tov emunei am segula, boim hala, lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekavela. 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 Can we all be seated? Turn to page 26 for the Hatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirute ve'amlik malchute, ve'chayechon u'yomechon, u'chayech techol beit Yisrael. Bagala, Ubismahan Kari, Imeru, Amen. Yeheshme Rabba Mevorach, Le'alam U'alme Almaya, Yitbarach, Ve'yishtabach, Yitma'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, Ve'yitadar, ve'yitale, ve'yitalal, shemei dekudesha, rihu, le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata, tushbechata ve'nechemata, ta'amiran ve'ala, v'imeru, amen.
What an honor and pleasure it is to invite forward two extraordinary, outstanding educators, Layla and Hannah, who will be introducing your fifth graders who will be leading part of this next section of the service. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Everyone give him a Shabbat Shalom.
Wonderful. Hi, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. I'm so overjoyed to be here with you. My name is Layla, and I teach half of the 5th grade.
And I'm Hannah, and I teach the other half.
So all of them, both halves, are going to stand up and join us up here. And they are going to sing prayers together. I hope you'll all join in. We've been practicing these prayers as we're learning more and more Hebrew, and we've been doing them every week with Andrew. And so we're so excited to do them now together with you.
And everyone, please stand and turn to page 28 for the bar through. Turn to page 34 for the Shema. Cover your eyes if you're able to. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Maluto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Maluto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Adonai Echad. We're on page 36. Asitem, et Koisvatai, Vihitem Kedoshim, Lelohechem, Ani, Adonai Elohechem, Asher Potzeti etem, Me'eretz Mitzrayim, Lihiot Lachem, Lelohim, Ani, Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet. Everyone would turn to page 40 for the Michamoth, our prayer for redemption and freedom. We are also going to do a Debbie Friedman melody for this. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. One more time with the lie lies. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Michamocha, Michamocha ba Elim Adonai. Michamocha ne'et arba kodesh. Nora tehilot osei felech. Nora tehilot osei felech. Malechutecha ra'u banecha. Hokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Se'elianu ve'amru. Se'elianu ve'ameru. Adonai yimlot le'olam ad. Adonai yimlot le'olam ad. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha ne'et arba kodesh. Nora tehilot osei felech, Nora tehilot osei felech. Lie, lies, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. And now I'm going to ask the fifth graders to go sit down and invite the rabbi up to tell us a story.
Good job.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Torah portion this Shabbat is my favorite Torah portion. It's called Toldot. And I'll tell you why it's my favorite portion. In this portion, for the first time in the Torah, we learn about a family who has twins. Now, who here is a twin yourself? Just raise your hand. Okay. Who here has twins? Is like the parents of twins. My gosh, there are a lot of you who are here. Right. Okay. Anyone else have like a sibling who's a twin? Not you. Your sibling. Oh, okay. All right. So a few of you also. So in this particular portion, we learn about the first set of twins, Jacob and Esau, and these were twins, not unlike a lot of siblings, who from the moment they were born, they were fighting with each other. Who here has ever had a fight with your sister or brother? Yeah, everyone's hand should be raised. In this particular case, Jacob and Esau, even before they were born, oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite Hebrew words. They were doing what's called ritzotzitzu. Everyone say this after me. Ritzotzitzu. It even sounds like an angry word, doesn't it? Say it again. Ritzotzitzu. That means they were kind of struggling with each other inside of the womb of their mother, Rebecca. And they were trying to figure out who was going to be the first one to be born. And according to our rabbis, Jacob and Esau were inside saying, me first, no, me first, no, me first. And what ended up happening is Esau was born first, but Jacob was holding on to Esau's leg, kind of like trying to pull Esau back so that Jacob could be born first. Well, as the story goes, Jacob was ordained by a holy message that he was going to be the one to receive the special blessing from his father. And Jacob knew this had to happen. And so when he and his brother were boys, they were fighting as usual. And Esau came home and he was so hungry. Now, when you guys are so hungry, there may be an expression, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Who said horse? Okay, some of the older generation said horse. Sorry. If you are in the younger generation, if you were to say, I'm so hungry I could eat a bear. Wow.
My brother said he could eat tea.
Well, in this particular case, Esau was so hungry, he didn't want to eat a horse. He didn't want to eat a bear. He wanted to eat lentil soup. Okay? Which is what Jacob had been preparing. And Jacob said, I'll give you the soup, but you have to give me this special blessing, or you have to sell me your right to receive that blessing from Dad. Esau was so hungry that he just gave Jacob that permission. Well, years go by. Their father Isaac is getting older, and his eyes aren't doing very well. And he knows it's time to give his two sons the special blessing. Now, who was the older son? Esau. But what did Esau do?
Sold it to Jacob.
Sold the birthright. So Jacob knows that even though he has the birthright, he has to do something so that he gets that blessing from his father. Now, Esau was really hairy. And so Jacob put on a skin of an animal to make his arm feel hairy. And he went to his father and said, Father, give me the blessing. And the father said, come close to me. Come really close so that I can feel you. And Isaac put his hands over Jacob's arm, and it felt hairy, kind of like Jacob's older brother Esau. And he said these words to his son. He said, your voice sounds like Jacob, but your arm feels like Esau. And he ended up giving his son Jacob that very special blessing that was supposed to go to the firstborn. Here's my question for you. Do you believe that Isaac, the father, knew what he was doing? Do you think that he was really tricked? Or do you think that he knew enough to give the blessing to Jacob? So who here thinks that Isaac knew what he was doing? Well, a lot of you. Who thinks that Isaac was tricked? Some of you. Wow. Want to know what the rabbis say? I'm sure you're all dying to know what the rabbis say. The rabbis say both. The rabbis can't decide. There are some rabbis that say this, and there are some rabbis that say that. You want to know what Rabbi Zach says? Rabbi Zach says you shouldn't play favorites with your kids. Right?
Yes.
So, with that said, if you have a son or a daughter or a grandson or a granddaughter that's near you, we want you to put your arms around them. Doesn't matter who's the older one and who's the younger one, because we're not tricking anyone here. And Cantor and I want to offer you a blessing for this Shabbat.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chanecha.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God's light always shine through you. and give you that most awesome gift, the gift of peace. Shalom. Everyone say amen.
Amen.
Amen. We're going to now move into our Amidah prayer. And following the Amidah prayer, we're going to hear more wisdom, beautiful wisdom from our fifth graders. So we're going to ask you all to please rise, all who are able. And we are on page 30. 46. We're on page 46. Thank you, Cantrellani. Page 46 of our prayer books.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Ahavot V'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Page 50. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol atah, Rab Lehoshia, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melech, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, v'kadoshim b'chol yom, Baruch hasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated, everyone, except for Leila and Hannah, who are coming back forward.
We can invite the fifth graders back up as well. While they're getting ready for this next part that we're going to hear some wisdom from them, we are all going to join for Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav on page 60. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. 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 Ki atahu melech Adon, lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon, lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasilim le'olam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasilim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasilim le'olam. Tasilim le'olam. Tasilim le'olam. I'll turn things over to our wonderful teachers.
All right, now is our favorite part of the service. We're going to hear from the fifth graders. So if you're in my fifth grade class, you can come on over to this side of the stage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and if you're in Hannah's fifth grade class, you can go over to that side of the stage. And we are going to take turns calling on members of our class. And they're going to come up and they're going to share something personal. It's up to them really what they share. So please just receive them and we're going to take turns hearing from both classes. All right, Hannah, I'm going to hand these up.
So this year in Sunday school, I learned a lot about prophets, how they benefited us, and how they brought messages from God. And I really enjoy being Jewish because I find our past very inspiring, and I'm proud to be a Jew. And Temple Akiba is such a special place because everyone is so welcoming and kind. I've learned a lot of things at Hebrew school this year. I learned that one of the key things I learned is that some prophets didn't actually want to be connections between God and the mortal world. I like being Jewish because a lot of things, but especially the holidays, especially Hanukkah. And I like Temple Akiba because we get to be with our friends. Thank you, Ben. Hi, I'm Jack, and one thing I like about being Jewish is that I get to know stuff that the rest of my school class doesn't know anything about, and that I get to look smart, and that everyone else knows less about what I'm talking about. So, great.
Okay, I'm going to weave in some of my friends. Abby, come on up.
I learned a lot of things at Hebrew school this year. One of the main things is prophets and Torah. I like being Jewish because I like to learn about the Jewish history, and I love learning Hebrew. And one of the most special things about Temple Akiba is that I get to hang out with my friends and still learn lots of things. Hi, I'm Benjamin, and something I learned in Temple Akiba.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Okay, next we have Scarlett.
Do both. What I like about Temple Akiba is that everybody who is teaching us always makes it fun, and they make sure that all of the kids are understanding the lessons that are Jewish shared. I love being Jewish because I love all of the celebrations and the things we believe in, like always being imagined. This year, I have learned to meet people better and to understand the we have taught me vowels and even traits and sense lessons. That's why I love Temple. I am Claire. Something I've learned in Hebrew school this year are that there are prophets that run away from God. What I like about being Jewish are the holidays we celebrate and the stories about Jewish background. What I love about Temple Akiba is that we learn through song and dance.
Thank you, Clara. Okay, my next friend is Lucy. Come on over.
I like that you sing songs and stuff. I like that you learn and get to do fun things.
Thank you, Lucy. My next friend is Melania. Come on up.
I'm Melania, and sorry, I lost my paper, so I don't know the first question. Oh, something. Something I have learned this year in Hebrew school is probably learning how to speak different sentences and what different words mean, like standing and sitting. And then what I like about being Jewish is that I'm able to have this like community and learn all these cool stuff. And what I like about Temple Akiba is I like that the teachers make it fun, and that's like a really hard thing.
Thank you so much, Melania. And I just want to make it clear, Melania did not lose her paper. Melania's teachers lost her paper, okay? So these friends are so brave for sharing, and some of them don't even have a paper. So thank you. All right, my next friend is Shane. Come on up.
What I like being Jewish. I like being Jewish because I like being unique, and the holidays are also, fun, and they're good holidays.
Thank you so much, Shane. Thank you. Of course. All right, Lev, come on up.
Something that I learned at Temple Kiba are so many amazing Hebrew words and letters. One thing I like about being Jewish is all its amazing holidays. The thing I like about Temple Akiba is its amazing community.
Thank you so much, Lev. Okay, my next friend is Tobias. Come on up.
What I like about Temple Akiba is playing Infinity Ball, doing tasty events, resident camp, and day camp.
Thank you. Here's your fun. My next friend is Miles.
What I learned at Temple Akiba this year is I learned the Shema and about Joshua the prophet. What I like about being Jewish is I like singing the prayers in Hanukkah. And what I like about Temple Akiba is all the songs and how everyone sings.
Thank you, Miles. All right, my next friend is Nathan Pellid. We have two Nathans, so there'll be another Nathan coming up soon. Nathan Pellid, yes. Nathan Pellid.
What I like about being Jewish is that I have a Jewish big sister and she is my tutor and idol.
Thank you so much. All right, Nathan Dunn, please come on up.
Okay, everybody. Every single year, I'm minding my own business, and then some random movie critic comes over here and says, "What do you like about Temple Akiba?" I answer in one simple word: bagels!
Thank you, Nathan. All right, I'm gonna invite Jeremy up.
So what I like about being Jewish is that I get to spend holidays with my friends, and what I like about Temple Akiba is that I have a lot of friends to support me when I need it.
Thank you, Jeremy. And now I'm gonna invite up Benny.
One thing that I like about Temple Akiba is that my friends are here, and I feel safe here, and when we have bagels.
As you can see, the bagels are very popular. We'll be bringing the bagels back as soon as possible. All right. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the fifth graders and their families. Thank you so much. Huge round of applause for them, please. Huge round of applause.
To our fifth graders, to their incredible teachers, let's, without clapping our hands, do some snacks. There we go. And let's take their words into our hearts and into our souls. Close our eyes for a moment. Close our eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in, everyone. And let's allow their words to lift our souls to a very special and holy space as we pray silently and remember what's so very important in our world. We want to allow that goodness to transition us and to transport us to a place of healing. All of us know people who could use an extra hug right now. People who have been sick, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And so we have a special prayer. It's on page 253 of our books, 253, right in the middle. It's called the Misha Berach. And it allows us to open our souls and to think about those who could use an extra hug of healing. So we're going to sing this together. And then when we get to the center, as my eyes meet yours, if there are people you know who could use that prayer, please share their names out loud. For those who are here via Zoom, please place those names in the chat box. Mikor habracha
say, Amen.
Carol Diamond, David Jaffa, Sam Menches.
Forward, please, or something.
Mekor habracha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for lifting our voices so much with beautiful spirit tonight. It's now my honor to invite forward our Senior Director of Education, the one, the only Randy Bischoff. Randy, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
I thought it was going to be cold tonight, but there's so much light and warmth in this holy space, so it really warms my soul. I'm really excited because I have the honor tonight to present Mensch of the Month to the children in our school who have really shown light, compassion, good deeds, mitzvot, kindness. This is our first chance to honor them in person in almost 2 years, so it's really, really special. And what does it mean to be a mensch? An example for all of us, it means going to get chairs for services when there's not. It means being kind, bringing tzedakah, and really, really being an example. So I am so happy to honor tonight Bunny Shapiro. Come on up. Elias, you all. Chloe Moser. Alex Tasman. Maya Hess. Dylan Bandy. Chloe Kuhn. Jonah Markowitz. Lav Malovsky.
How many do we have, Randy?
7.
7. All right, so in honor of these 7 incredible mensches, we've got a song that was written for Temple Akiba by our song leader emeritus, Craigie Fresh Newman. And it goes like this.
Look who it is, 7 awesome kids. They did good deeds, said thanks and please. Opened the door, gave to the poor. Now here we all are to say, congratulations, you're the Mensch of the Month. We're all excited to say Mazel Tov. You worked real hard to get yourself here. Now all of us want to give you a cheer. You're a Mensch.
So friends, also at this service, the first service of the month, we want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate you. If you have a birthday or an anniversary or another significant life-affirming event that's in the month of November, we're going to ask that you come forward and stand kind of like where the kids were standing before, but come on forward because we want to offer you a blessing. So birthdays, anniversaries, special events in the month of November. Come on forward, everyone.
Mine was in October.
Is this it? Statistics say there's got to be more of you who have birthdays and anniversaries. Even if you are not coming up here, this blessing and these words are for you as well. Dear friends, Mazel Tov. So, hold on. Do we have an anniversary here? Anniversary? How many years?
Same day.
Oh my gosh.
Different year.
How many years, Kirskis? Oh, come on. 12 years? 16 and birthday or anniversary? I won't ask how many years. It's okay. And Deanie, oh, I could, the light was eclipsing you. It's so good to see you. Mazel Tov. So you bring so much joy and so much goodness. As we said before, our Torah portion is told those, that means generations. And what that means for us right here and right now is that every generation who comes here to Temple Akiba brings purpose and brings meaning. Every time you come, every time you bring members of your family, our place becomes deeper with holiness. And we love you for that and for so many other reasons. Thank you for being our treasures and for making Temple Akiba come alive again in this very strange time that we're living in. And so we're going to place this baby Torah in all of your hands. And as we do, Andrew is going to lead us in the Shehechianu, thanking God for giving us life and sustaining us, and enabling all of us to be in this sacred place.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu hazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu hazman hazeh.
You can go back to your seats, but don't sit down because we're going to ask all once again to rise for the Aleinu. We're on page 282, about halfway down the page. Oh, but before we do that, everyone sit down. So sorry. Thank you, Kendrelani. Yeah, Scott Markowitz. Scott is here representing our congregational leadership. He is our board director of education, and he is just a guru of goodness. Scott, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi. Wow, this is amazing to see all these faces smiling beneath their masks. It's just such an honor to represent our board of directors in this beautiful space that we've all spoken about throughout the evening. I am here representing the board at Temple Akiba, and one of the things that we do is if you are new to our synagogue and new to our community, if you are here, we usually ask you to stand up if you're comfortable doing that. And if you are new, please take a look around because we're all here and welcoming, and that's what we're all about. If you have any questions regarding our synagogue, please feel free to reach out to myself, the rabbi, or anybody else in this room. We have some upcoming special services happening next week. There will be a service of healing. The week after that, there is our sock hop service. Sock hop service. This Sunday, for all of our religious school families and our Akiba community, we will be having our Sisterhood Hanukkah Boutique in the social hall. Bring your money and buy some real good things because Hanukkah, believe it or not, is right around the corner. I also want to let you know we have flyers on the outside for our fundraiser, our large fundraiser. We will not be having a gala this year. Our large fundraiser, which I also happen to be chairing, is a casino night. We will be having casino games as well as a poker room, which will be taking place out here. We will have a poker tournament as well. There are sponsorship opportunities as well as opportunities to join us on that evening. We're looking forward to a fun and exciting evening of James Bond casino night. So the date is Saturday, January 29th from 7 to 10:30, I believe. Unless we changed it again, but no, I believe it's 7 to 10:30. Not only am I a proud representative of the temple, I'm also a proud parent of a Mensch of the Month and also a proud uncle of one of our fifth graders. So we are entrenched in the Akiba community. We love it here and we're so blessed to be part of it. Thank you all very much. I wish you all a very happy, restful, and peaceful Shabbat and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Just a quick note about the sock hop service. So that's on November 19th, and it is our Shabbat service, and our liturgy is set to music from the 50s. So we invite everyone to come dressed in their best 50s outfits, so poodle skirts, saddle shoes, greased hair. We're going to have so much fun with this service. We've got a great lineup for all of you. We have our Kabbalah Shabbat band back together. It's going to be a lot of fun, so we hope all of you can come. And now we ask everyone to please rise for the Aleinu, which is on the bottom of page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gidula le'otzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kimishbechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu bahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, ve'anachnu korim, U'nishachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol ha'aretz, hayom hahu, mi'eh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad.
Please be seated, everyone. On page 291, there are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. The stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We now think about those who have died, who continue to shine upon us from their eternal resting spaces. I'm going to begin by remembering those for whom we are in Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning. And for those who are here via Zoom, we encourage you to share the names of those that you are in mourning for in the chat box. We remember Deb Falcon, Joseph Diamond, Rona Goldstein, and Efren Gramajo. Many of you may remember Efren. He was one of our custodians for many years, and he just died this past week. Is there anyone else in our community who is observing Shloshim, the first 30 days?
My friend and mentor, Maestro Frank Alfetta, the conductor of the Culver City Symphony. His funeral was yesterday. He died 2 weeks ago.
So sorry, Mary. We add to their names the yard sites, the anniversaries of the deaths that occur during this Shabbat. And we begin with those who have plaques in our Sue and Jerry Erfrig Memorial Room. Abraham Alderman, Dora Aaron, Saul Debro, Mel Gantman, Ada Handelsman, Leanne Opperman, Patty Rosenblatt, Bernadine Rubin, Sarah Sirota, and Tom Shapiro. I want to mention that one of those names that we shared, Mel Gantman, is the father-in-law of our own Cantorlani, who died in a horrible car accident many years ago. We also remember Charlotte Altfest, Cornelia August, Edith Ruth Bergman, Maurice Burns, Harold Cohen, Robert Konkoff, William Feinschreiber, Ina Rose Fortman, Emmanuel Geffner, Mina Rich Geffner, Marvin Gross, Betty Grousman, Frederick Heltman, Norma Hosford, Albert Katz, Celia Katz, Geraldine Levy, Pat McHale, Hilda Michaels, Ernest Nathan, Jeanette Penner, Regina Ritter, Gerald Schutzbank, Susan Schwartz, Clara Siegel, Gordon Senelik, Michael Tilmuth, Lothar Worth, and Ruth Zidlin. Are there additional yard sites, people that you're remembering whose yard sites you are observing at this time?
Burton Reynolds Delenko.
We remember them all with words of Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. We're on page 294. We ask once again if you're able to please rise. Yitzgadal, Yitzgadash, Shemir Rabbah, Yamad Divrach, Kurutei, Yamnich Malchutei, V'chayechon of Yomechon, V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagalau Vizman Kariv Imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Nevarach Leolam Olmei Omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitba'ar, Yitromam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitalev, Yitalal, Shemei Dekudasha, Barichu, Le'elam Min Kol Birchata B'Shirata, Tushbechata B'Nechemata, Damiram Bialma V'Imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'Chaim, Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Al Kol Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. May the one who causes peace to be known in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to one another, we create peace on earth as well. For all Israel and for all humanity, we say, Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Before we close, two things. A very special line from Judaism. Zeh hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo. This is a day that God has created. Let us rejoice. I think this is the largest in-person service that we've had since the pandemic. And it's just so beautiful to see all of your faces. And we want this light to increase and increase and increase. Gratitude to Carol Diamond, who is our Zoom master, enabling those who are not here in person to be able to be with us. You're only separated by a heartbeat for those who are here via Zoom. And Carol, we are very grateful to you, who is mastering us from off-site, and to Josh Corwin, who is here on-site, making sure we receive that the communication goes both ways. So Josh, thank you to you as well. Andrew, what are we closing with?
I want all my fifth graders back up here. This is a song we've been working on for a couple of weeks now. Awesome teachers are going to help pass out these lyric sheets for our wonderful students. Awesome. Sometimes I lay under the moon, I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, and I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, whoa, one day, one day, one day. Hashkireinu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim. Hashkireinu Adonai, Eloheinu Leshalom, V'hamidenu Malkeinu Lechaim. One day the sun will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like a one day, one day, one day. Whoa, one day, one day, one day. Shabbat shalom and mazel tov, fifth graders.
One more thing. Welcome to our fifth graders. Thank you again, Andrew. Thank you to Chloe, who welcomed you as you came in. When you leave, please hand her your siddur. Don't throw it at her. Don't throw it down. But say Shabbat shalom to her, because she's here as a volunteer tonight doing this. And all our fifth graders, we want you to help us lead the motzi. So everyone face each other, face inward here. We kind of huddle. There we go.
Hey, look, bagel.
It's a bagel without a hole. Okay.
It's a bagel without a bagel though.
Motzi,
let them in our hearts. We give thanks to God for bread.
Voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, v'zeh avon.
Shabbat shalom, everyone!